Hi everyone, Sherry from Granny's Sewing Room. Want to say hi and let you know what I'm up to today. This video is going to have a bunch of little parts in it. I'm going to kind of show you the mess that I need to be working on, the mess that I did clean up and organize. And I'm going to run to Hobby Lobby, so I will show you that. Wait a minute, I wanted to show you my Fabric Mart fabric. I just got that in the mail yesterday. Has anyone told you you're special today? If not, let me be the first, because you are in God's eyes. And I'll be right back as soon as I get my fabric. Now, I got a lot of blues. I don't know if that was, I don't know why. I'm not a real blue person. Well, I got a dress over there that's blue. But this caught my eye. And these are all knits except for one of them I think is cotton. But so here's a blue one. I don't know what colors look good on me, so if any of you have a suggestion for a color for me to try, I would love it. I am not real good at picking out clothes or fabric. My sister always said I dressed like Little House on the Prairie. So this has purple in it, and I only got a yard of this for some reason, but make a summer top, I guess. I really want to make a wraparound dress. I would really like to do that. But there's a lot I like to do and nothing I do. So yeah, jersey knit. Here's the cotton. I just fell in love with this. Blue again though. But this is cotton. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I like that. But I don't know that I look good in blue, so let's see if I can find a tag, but I'm sure it's cotton. Kind of feels silky cotton. It says wove 100% cotton. So yeah, that's cotton. And here's another print that I thought, oh, I love this, and it's blue. So I don't think blue's my color. I don't know why I was going for it. So now I love black. So I understand why I buy black, but and I love flowers. So but my husband seems to think I look like an old lady when I wear flowers. Jersey knit. But all these were $4.40, but now they have everything like $3.99. And I got on to look today and a lot more blues. And I thought, get off of here. I got enough to make something with. And so I'm not getting no more fabric. I don't like having fabric, and I don't use it. And I feel horribly like I'm wasting my money sitting here, and somebody else is going to clean up after me. So, but okay, I'm running to Hobby Lobby. I need to get some backing for the quilt I have hanging on the wall to get that done and on my long arm. My niece is going to come back with me and going to do me some measurements. We're going to try to I'm going to try to work on my, and I haven't forgotten, my Sure Fit Design Sloper. So I can work on the shoulder, front bust, and then now I want to try to lose weight, do that intermediate fasting. So I'm thinking as soon as I'm done with this coffee creamer, I buy the International, I'm done. I went and got my driver's license the other day, and I go in and I'm, kind of cleaned up, and you have to take your glasses off to take your picture. The lady was really rude. So you have to take, well, she wasn't that rude, but anyway, she must have been having a bad day. But you have to take your glasses off in order to take your picture. So I took my glasses off, and my hair was kind of like this. She says, no, you got to move your hair further away from your bangs. So I'm slide my hair like that. No, you need to pick your hair up. She had me pick my hair up like this to take my picture. And I just thought she was kind of being ornery. But anyway, I thought, listen, it's just a driver's license. I don't show it that often. I'm not going nowhere. Take the driver's license, get out of here after an hour of standing outside, then sitting inside, waiting just to get your picture. But I got it done, praise the Lord. And so now I'm going to go get a little fun running done, I guess, to pick out some color for my quilt and get me some inside batting. And I only use that rolled polyfill batting from Walmart. The quilts cost enough as it is for me, and I got to try to keep the costs down a little bit. And half the time you give quilts away, and you know, I see quilts at a Goodwill, so it's kind of sad. What you believe to be precious and meaningful, others don't. So, and that's okay, I guess. I'm doing it because hopefully they'll want to keep it. I want them to use it, enjoy it, and wear it out. But I do want them to think they're being wrapped in a hug from me. So not thrown in the Goodwill. No one's, you know, understanding what the hug's for. My sister got a quilt at the Goodwill and gave it to me, and I kept it on my bed for a while, and I got it packed up right now because that was somebody, and they quilted it by hand. That was somebody's hard work and heart that went into that. And, you know, when I bring it out and put it on my bed and covered up with it, I really felt like somebody was hugging me I didn't know. And that's what I think about quilts. They're a hug from someone that loves you, and you wrap yourself up in it. So, okay, I'm done talking. I will end this video after I get back with my niece and start taking some measurements. And so, like I said, this video is going to be a lot of chopped up clips. And what's new, my videos aren't all coherent anyway. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. So I'm wearing this shirt that I made last summer that gave me a headache, and but I'm wearing it. So the weather here is really nice. It's probably 75 today, so I'm wearing it. I'm going to run out to Hobby Lobby and get some, look for a backing for my quilt so I can get that on the long arm and start doing that. But I thought I'd show you I'm wearing the shirt. It's a nice shirt. So I don't like that this comes out like this. I much prefer it to stay in somehow. So a couple tacks might work. I don't know. I don't wear it enough, and when I do, I don't want to run it up, take it, and start sewing on it. So here's my last year's t-shirt. Need to lose a few pounds. I'm working on that, watching a Carmen and starting that intermediate fasting. So I'm thinking about starting that. So I motivated myself to start organizing some of my sewing rooms or space. And this is my upstairs. I like to look out my bay window. I would show it to you, but it's kind of dirty. Need to do some window washing. But I rearranged my table, so I am facing more, I'm getting more light up here sewing. And this is kind of where that brother is just a straight stitch. So I do my piecing up here. But I've got myself to the back. My back is to the wall instead of facing, because it's kind of dark the other way around. But so this is how I organized it. And the table I'm using, I've got a few of them, but too lazy and they're too heavy to pull up and change out. But this one is one I've painted on several times, so it's got paint all over it. So I just went and found a strip of fabric and kind of tucked it under there like a sheet. So it didn't fit all the way down, but that's okay. And then this station over here is my heat press station. I put everything that I use for heat press, I put over here. My Cricut, all my vinyl. And this was just an old piece of, I think it was a kitchen island and should get painted, but I got my heat press from Craigslist. Very cheap. It's a 16 by 16. So I got that for like $200. So that was a real good deal. Hanging some of my rolls of vinyl. That's from IKEA. And my mats. And then I will go around to the other side. So I have my serger and my straight stitch machine up here. Over here I put my sewing machine, or not my sewing machine, my ironing board. And I used part of a ping pong table to make my ironing board wider. And I really should put different, because the terry cloth just picks up all threads and stuff when you're over there ironing. And my creamer bottles I fill with water for my iron. But my hams are under there. I keep all my threads in that drawer and projects that I'm working on top, and I just tuck that in. And then this is my Baby Lock 10 needle. I just keep a sheet over it. And I try to keep the dust off things as much as possible. I have a dusty house. So, and then I just store all my applique fabrics pieces up here in these little shoe boxes. And up there's all my different stabilizers. Need more shoe boxes, I guess. But one room down, and my other one downstairs, there's a hole right there in the wall. I did all this construction work myself, but this used to be where my china cabinet is. This used to be a hallway that you walk through up to the kitchen and to the laundry room and out to the garage, but there wasn't any room. So about 10 years ago I closed it up and I kind of reconstructed. I need to change my battery. So I just added that wall, and you can kind of see the tape where I did it, but that's okay. So I added this wall and closed up that hallway. But in the process, I went ahead and put a hole in it, thinking I would, because this was a dining room here, thinking I would just slide food out through that way and eat in here. But I don't have company anymore, or nobody comes to eat anymore, so but and I'll show you this fireplace here. I did all of that stonework. Even clear in the back, I laid that stonework. YouTube is awesome. But I did all that. I had someone frame it for me and frame the mantle here, or the hearth here, and but I laid all that by myself. I'll tell you, holding the brick up is one foot holding this side up, the other foot holding that, my hand holding another brick as they kind of set for a sec or two before you can let them go. And then there was a wall right there. You can see I haven't got it finished. I just couldn't lift tools anymore. But because we were going to heat the house strictly by wood. But I cut that down, and I was just going to put kind of like a light over there and a shelf. And my railing here, it was spigots, and I took that down and I put up a little wall, and then I was going to put a 6 to 8 inch shelving up there so I could put plants, but as you can see, never got to that. So kind of a review, but I took over the dining room. Nobody was there, so I might as well enjoy the space and make it my own. So that's my reorganized sewing room. and I'll take you downstairs and show you that one. Here's my downstairs sewing room. So that's my cover stitch machine. Probably wished I kind of never bought it because it's really difficult to use, and I'm not sewing enough, I guess, to really learn it. But the sewing table I put together, I got the design from Margaret Lewing's Quilting, and it's a 4x8 thick piece of plywood where you cut a hole out in the middle and put 2x4s to create the well. And then I bought me the plastic table to go to my machine, but it's sitting on 2 Alex shelves from IKEA. So that is down here. So it's kind of clean down here. I made that shelf with some leftover plywood I had. And I think I did all of this last summer. This is what caused me to start my YouTube channel. I want to show you the process of me making my own sewing table by myself. Tell me girls can't do things. The only problem is we just get too old in our bodies. Can't lift things. So I hung that pegboard up. And then, over here, I bought those 2 drawer sets from Menards in their kitchen bottom cabinets, and I just painted them. One of them still needs painted, but I kind of get started and don't finish. I didn't notice that until I'm filming. I must have had it another way. The middle part was part of a desk that I took apart, and the top of that is part of the ping pong table. I got right now flannel down there. Not the best choice in for ironing on. Everything sticks to it. So got to put a light up there so I can see. And I put pegboard there. And then this is the cutting table. This is the other part over here. That mess is the other part of that desk I took apart. So, and my cutting table. It was a nice cutting table, but the cutting table has gone through, we flooded down here, and some of the legs got warped. So we kind of fixed it up with this, just a wood. I need to redo it. My husband did that for me, and it's too high. So it tilts up, and it'll wiggle some if I don't have it right in the center. But it works. It works. And then I got one of them machines that cuts out fabric. You know, you roll it. I don't know. I don't think they're GoDaddies. I forget. Cut and Go. I don't know. But anyway, so that's my cutting table. Here it is. Let's see. So I got an AccuQuilt. Holds everything for my long arm and some more fabric scraps. My sister had my sign made for me. And I put some shelves up, so everything here is quilting related. And of course, my long arm. I keep her covered up too. So, just dusty in my house. I'm not a real duster, so maybe that's part of it. Then I put felt up there to kind of give me one of them design walls, but things don't seem to stick to it. I think it's old fabric. Sometimes it's not that great to get, someone gives you fabric and you go get it, and there are some nice pieces in it, but then you end up with more stuff you need to throw away. So my long arm and a lot of my fabrics on it from fabricmart.com. So, and this is my little, when I was into woodworking, my little puppy I made, and I painted him. So, and here are shelves I got off of Craigslist. $25 a shelf. So I thought, oh, I couldn't beat that. So $50 to add more clutter. And then this pile of mess, I got the sewing machine table. The sewing machine upstairs I rig and put in here. And I got that for $50. It's really nice solid wood. But I have to kind of rig it up to get it to sit in there right. It doesn't sit in there, and but I couldn't pass it up for $50. But I'm kind of learning that I don't need everything I see when someone's got a great deal, because I'm really not using it. So I would like to hang my threads up, but those down there are threads I really don't use. Two more rooms that I'm quite embarrassed about. Hang things up here. Let me turn the light on. This used to be a bedroom, so I store everything in here. And oh, I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm going through my Christmas fabric at the moment to make the snowman's table runner and some grandbaby stuff, and just piles of different fabrics, vinyls. I told you I need the organizing disease, where I just want to organize. I would love it all organized. I just don't have the desire to do it. I got a serger down there. It's an old Bernina serger. And I've got an old Bernina embroidery machine. Probably got it in '95. And I don't use it anymore. And this is another catch-all. I had a room upstairs, a bedroom, but I turned it into for my grandbaby to play in when she comes over. But I just got fabric, scraps, fabric. I embroidered Easter bunnies and Easter baskets for people. So so I have a lot of space, just not a lot of organizing skills. And I got a lot of fabric from someone. All my stuffed animals that I embroidery. My fiber fill. Another piece of the ping pong table. I had a door on this closet. I still have it's a sliding door. But we had a flood down here, and I bet it's been over 10 years ago, and it kind of got warped on the bottom, and we never got them put back up. So over here is where I do all my hot gluing and do all my crafting kind of stuff. Pictures my grandbabies made me. So, this is shameful to look at. ribbons, just ribbons. And the thought of going through them to organize, just not looking forward to it. Brought all my tools down here. So this is also my tool room. And a little shelf with some patterns on. More drawers full of ribbons. This really needs to go. It's broke. So, but I just come down here when I have to glue something. So there's a tour of what I need to organize and why I feel so overwhelmed about wanting to get started. Alright, this video is going to have a lot of little clips in it because I got to run, and I'm going to Hobby Lobby. One more thing. This is where I was doing scrapbooking. I was in scrapbooking. So I got all these labeled with each grandkid or child, and that was for their scrapbooking for whatever they were in. Like my oldest was in the Army, and so I filled each drawer up for their scrapbooking and all the scrapbook materials on top. So there's something else I need to get organized. I gave it a lot to one of my older granddaughters to get started, so she's been kind of doing a little scrapbooking. All right, Sherry, say hi.
Hello.
Tell them what we're working on, my Sure Fit design.
We're making a design shirt for my Aunt Sherry.
It's Sure Fit design.
Sure Fit design. She's teaching me how to do it.
Yep. So, well, we're learning together. So, we've taken all my measurements. I didn't write them down. Now we're going to start marking the measurements on the master pattern. So we're going to get that done, and then we're going to get it cut out. But now this video is going to be a Mod Podge of different videos, because now I have to watch the video because I'm not quite sure how to do it from this point. So we're going to watch her video. Brenda Sparling, I think that's who's doing this, Brenda Sparling. And make sure I put my dots where it's supposed to be. So we'll be back. Let me make sure I can see. To my waist.
Waist.
And what is it?
This would be your waist?
No, my waist is right here.
Okay. It still says 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's do my waist. Top waist, there you go.
40.
40!
What was it?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh, was it 40 before? Yeah. It was.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And my shoulder to down here. Kind of sit in sideways, you're on film.
Oh, sorry. Shoulder.
Oh!
13.
We had 12 last time, so that's fine. Right at my elbow.
That's not at your elbow. It would be 13. Right at your elbow.
Okay, now take it and go down to my wrist.
$23.
How'd you get 19 the last time?
I don't know, Aunt Sherry.
We just cannot get our measurements right.
It says 23.
At my wrist, Sherry. See where my bend is?
23.
Show me where 23 is.
23.
Holy moly, 23, and what is it to my elbow now?
13.
13. Okay, let me write them down. Oops.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe your other arm's shorter. I don't know.
Did you do this one?
Yeah.
All right, do this one. Stay so you can see. To my elbow.
12.
Wow, I got one arm larger than the other.
That's, yeah.
Now go to my wrist.
Okay, hold this. $23.
So I'm off by an inch. All right, now let's go from here. I'll hold it, and to my apex.
Apex is here.
To boom.
11.
11.
What did I have last time?
I think you had shoulder to apex. You had 12.
That's
Okay, shoulder to apex. Right here.
okay. Right there.
Yeah,
It is 12, sorry.
12. Okay. Mid shoulder to apex. 12. All right. We'll be back.
Bye.
Bye. This is a process. So we're going to take my measurements twice and mark once.